Hello, lads. I just wanted to take a moment to show off a little project I've been working on. It's kind of a zombie infection simulator sort of thing. I might go start with a quick background on the zombie infection simulator. This thing here, this is ancient, man. It's dead. It doesn't seem to run. There used to be a thing that loaded up here, and it would load a city, and there would be zombies that moved around, and they'd chase after civilians and convert them into zombies, and then there'd be more and more zombies in the city. The good news is, well, there's source code available apparently, but it's actually on here on Flashpoint. So I'll just fire it up. It only runs in a very small ass window. This is not too interesting. It's tiny ass window. So this thing has been living rent free in my head since about 2005. Because I don't know, it just seemed interesting. You can see the zombie there. I think the zombies are here. I can't maximize this, it won't do anything. It's written in processing, which is some kind of branch of JavaScript. I don't even know what it is. And there's hotkeys and shit. You can alter speed with S, I think, apparently. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working. You can adjust population. Can you change the zombie colors? The hotkeys don't seem to be working. But yeah, fascinating concept, right? Such a simple simulation. The zombies, for some reason, seem to cluster in groups, which is kind of cool, actually. And yeah, the virus just spreads and spreads. There were many variants of this released over the years. Unfortunately, I've only found 3 backed up on Flashpoint. So this was the original. Oh, and this was by the guy who wrote Urban Dead, which is another fucking thing which is long gone these days. Used to be extremely popular in the mid 2000s to late 2000s. Here's Urban Dead. They, in case you didn't know, they closed in March 2025, like literally last year. There seems to have been a little bit of talk about this sort of thing. People making their own versions, which this is probably long since gone away. I don't think it's going to load at all. Yeah, okay. People talking. I haven't read through this actually, but yeah, a few people being inspired by it. This is where I usually play them. This is also dead. It's not running the app for some reason. Not sure why. There was Zombies 3, Zombies 4, and Winter Zombies. Fortunately, we have one of these. We have Zombies 4. And Zombies 3. Okay, that's most of it. This is most of it. What else was there? Someone updated it to run in HTML 4 or 5. What the fuck's it called? I don't know. Click it, starts simulating. This one is a later version, where there's police in blue who can kind of protect humans by shooting zombies. There's the zombie. The hotkeys should work, yeah. You can uninfect everyone with R, adjust population. So the people only panic when they see a zombie. For some reason, they still seem to run into them. I'm not sure exactly how the logic works. This is, just a slightly more complex simulation. Whatever. You can see how it plays out. There's source code for this as well. Very nice. This is the same thing again. This is just the dude's blog. I don't know who Cartoonies is. Amusingly, this zombie infection simulator was used as a project for a university. It looks like 2013. The students had to make their own version. Interesting. Somebody made a game here. I don't know who this guy is, but it seems to be similar to inspired by it because it's got like the same readout here: civilians, military, cops. I don't think it went anywhere, but you can see how it kind of seems like it, and it has nukes. Seems like it was intended to be kind of an enhancement of Zombie Infection Simulator. That's all of that. We've done this, and it's still running, right? Some survivors. Oh yeah, the zombies die from starvation, I guess. Eventually. That was, this was back in '05. It was pretty fascinating to see this and to wonder how many amazing things would come of it. Back in the day when there was lots of hope and shit. Alright, what's Zombies 3? I haven't played this yet. This will probably be an enhancement of the original. Does this one get bigger? No, it doesn't. Fuck. Alright. This one's crazy. Look how many people there are. There's like 5,000 people. Alright, well, this is an interactive one. Yeah, look, you click. This is the one I was thinking about. You click and you can nuke the place and protect the civilians. Oh, fuck, I just nuked a shitload of civilians. I used to play this sometimes, and I just thought, wow, this is so cool. Press space, you restart. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Did you see, like, a big wave of panic spread through everywhere? Oh, my fucking God. This is amazing. Like, take a simple game system with simple rules and just let it kind of play out. And, oh my fucking God, we are losing so hard. Oh my fucking God, they're everywhere. The zombies are everywhere. We can't do anything here. This was great, because there's strategies to play to be good at this. Which I seem to not know. The zombies are starving to death now. Fuck, they're still spreading though. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm gonna save like fucking 1% of the people at this rate. Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay. So what happens? Oh my fucking God, they're still spreading. Fucking God damn it. Die, bitches. Okay. So I used to play this a few times and just kind of been thinking about, wow, this would be cool to make something like this. But, more complex. Die, bitch. Die. 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 Alright, we win. In a sense. Hey, 200 people survived. That's like enough to fill like a very small school. I don't know. Alright, now things continue to progress. Here, this one was it doesn't have a release date, guys, but I know for a fact I was playing it in uni, so let me think. 2008-ish, 2007, 2008. This would have been a thing. This was, where are we? Not there. There. This was on here. Zombie 4. I used to fire up this website and play this whenever I was bored sometimes. Enhanced version. It's simple, self-explanatory. You can't resize this either, can you? No, of course not. This was back in the day when we all had tiny-ass screens. So this is a really cool rehash, which also inspired me. I was like, wow, such amazing stuff is being made. So it's the zombie infection simulator, but it's interactive. Oh, you get 2 guns. Rifle, pistol. It's pretty straightforward and simple. It's a short game. It's got like maybe 5 levels, right? You don't want to get bit, do you? Reload, please. Boulevard. I guess we'll do a quick run through it. It's not a long game. Fucking shit. It's running. It's chugging, man. It's chugging dicks. What's fascinating is how, like, civilians will get caught up in the crossfire. It doesn't, you just gotta fucking kill the zombies, man. Quadrangles. The fuck's a quadrangle? I don't have my AI running at the moment. I should, but I don't. Oh, there's multiple outbreaks. This is gonna look like shit, because it's not fucking maximized. It's like playing in a little... Well, guess what? That's what I'm seeing too, guys, so fuck you. There's a recoil system. The circle gets bigger. Alright, are you gonna win this? Fuck. And this is the thing, right? You gotta get on top of things. It's a fascinating gameplay loop. It's a bit like, I think it reminds me a bit of Defender, the old arcade game Defender. Like, you gotta get on top of things, or things get out of hand quickly. As you can see. do I have a lot of ammo? Alright, good, I have unlimited ammo. Yeah, we gotta hem these guys in. Oh my god, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So yeah, civilians gotta save themselves at this point, man. I can't be fucking picking my shots. Oh my god, we are so toasted. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I died. Oh, shit. Alright, anyway, that's the game. It's fun. As you can see, it's fun. And then there's a few more levels, and that's it. That's everything. And then I was like, man, I'd love to see more shit like this coming out. And guess what, guys? Nothing ever did. Lovely. Alright. Anyway, that's a little bit of history. My game. There's not much here. It's just demo. Okay. Alright, we gotta fucking generate everything. So I've been working with my AI. The best way to work with AI is you split it up into lots of little projects, and then you just mesh them together. That's the only good way to work with AI, I think. What's the first thing I gotta do? Sim and render. Oh my god, alright. It iterates. Okay. As you can obviously see. Okay. Whoa, alright. Start with this. Alright. So this is my base blueprint. It's subdivision. See, look, there's the first subdivision. And then here's the second subdivision. And there's another subdivision. That's how you make road plans, I guess, on a grid. It seems to be the best way to do it. This actually reminds me of Introversion Software. Are they still doing things? I think they called it Subversion. They were talking about this shit back in the day. Look at this shit. This is a game that probably never exists and doesn't exist. Subversion was a planned game from Introversion. These guys made DEF CON and Darwinia and some other shit. This was like a big thing they were planning on doing. Heavy use of procedurally generated content to build a whole city, buildings, road, highways, whatever, all that bizzo. They probably spent tons of time on it, and it was one of those games that just got bogged down because it was ambitious and it just got more and more complicated. That's it. And then they stopped around 2011 and decided to work on Prison Architect instead. That's right, Prison Architect, yeah. So, yeah, very ambitious. Very ambitious. This is like a randomly generated city. I'm not making this. They've got a fail masterclass, apparently. So this is better than what I've written. The roads are really not, like, all over the place, and it's 3D. Yeah, but I think they used a lot of subdivision as well. That's why I'm bringing this up, because I think they used a lot of subdivision to make these. See, each building, right, it's all procedurally generated, and this blows my mind that people aren't doing this. You can generate a whole city with algorithms. And then not only can you do that, you can take a building and then you can generate a floor plan for it using algorithms. So it's a mystery to me why nobody's actually done that like this and then made a game where you explore an entire city level for level. I don't know. Strange. I don't get it. Probably because it gets more and more complicated as you add more and more stuff. It's kind of like an exponential complexity. So let's look at this piece of crap. And then what we do is we iterate over it. So what we do is we run simulations. I've mostly just done the city generator. It's nothing amazing, but it does look nice, I think. So it does 400 trips per iteration. And what it does is each person spawns along the outside of the map, and they're given a random destination on the road, and they travel there, and then if a road gets used a lot, it gets a little bit wider. If it doesn't get used, it might get removed. So we'll go iteration 2 here. So you can see this road here wasn't used, so it was marked for removal, got removed. So that way you remove some shitty roads that are pointless. Iterate again. How many iterations do we get? 6 iterations. Iteration 4. iteration 5, iteration 6. So that's the final iteration. It also makes cool little alleys, dead-end alleys here. Dead-end alley here. Some here. It looks nice, I think. It works. So it's not perfect, but it looks good enough to use for a game. After that, we remove the borders. We remove any roads touching the edge, just to make it like a proper game level. Like so, no problem, easy peasy. So here's what we have to work with, and then you can like put up a hard border around the edge of the map, so it's a game, you know. You can make it bigger or smaller, whatever, that's all easy to tweak. So that's the original, that's after we've processed it. This is just the road plan, and then we fill it in with buildings. So what do we do after that? Fucking, building, what do we do? Buildings? Buildings pack, I think. Or city gen? I don't know, man. Buildings pack. Oh, my CPU's firing up. Oh, that's it, yeah. Alright. So this, then we fill it in. Becomes this. Basically, anything touching the outside, any blocks touching the outside become green. That just represents grassland and parks. And also, some blocks on the inside get green as well. And then also we fill in between the roads with just black. This is a midpoint processing, a middle stage of processing. You get nice little blocks here, which aren't perfectly square, because remember we've been removing roads, and that has a nice side effect of making non-standard blocks like this one. And also, because I ran simulated travel along it, you've got it like a main road here. You know, it kind of makes sense. It's not perfect. What I need to do, actually, is... how do I fucking go back? What I need to do is make it so that there's a cost to changing direction. I think that'll make things a little bit less all over the place. But it does look okay. You know, you've got your main arteries kind of here. It works. It works, I think. So now this is an intermediate step. Yeah, so basically we're identifying areas where we're going to put buildings. And we're also allocating some parkland. No problem. This is the bit that takes a little bit. What's next? Subdivide block city. I did a few iterations on this. This only took 2 evenings to get all the way up to here. It was all GPT. I didn't really touch any of the code at all. I don't think I touched a single bit of code. I just tweaked configs. Okay. And this will look impressive, I think. When I saw this, I was like, oh man, this could be fun, actually. Let me chug my Red Bull while we wait. This, I optimized a little bit, but... it still takes like fucking 10-20 seconds to run. This Python, I don't know, man. I'm still thinking of what I'm going to use for the actual game. Is it going to be Python, C++? Not sure. I'm thinking it might have to be C++. But then again, did you see that those games, they were all running in JavaScript? So I don't know, man. Hey, it's taken a while. I optimized it a little bit, but it's still slow as balls. You could make this like instant if you were smart. I have actually made world generators that are pretty much instant, like blink of an eye. This is relatively minor. It's because it's doing an absolute arseload of subdivision. It placed down 12,875 buildings, along with a door for each building or room. Yeah, there you go. So here's what we had, and then we fill it in with the next method, and we get this. It took a few iterations to get it looking okay. Yeah, so... Oh, I forgot to mention. So with these blocks, we do more subdivision. We're subdividing all over the place. So you've got your thick, juicy roads here. You got thinner roads here. And then, to make things even more complicated, we've also got alleyways here. These are 2 pixels wide. And what's going on here is we take a block here. This is a block. And then if it's more than a certain size, we subdivide it. This is a shitty subdivision. This is a terrible example. And then the subdivision also can potentially get subdivided. So you'll see that here. This is a block. It got subdivided. and then those subdivisions got subdivided, and these are alleys. That's too much subdivision. I don't know why that happened, but that, you get my drift, right? And the cool thing is the subdivisions can turn into parks as well. You can turn them into anything. For now, we just turn them into parks. So here's a subdivision that got turned into a park. It just provides movement options in the game. Like, you know, you might be running down this road and you'll be like, oh fuck, there's zombies, so you just duck into this alley. But it's also an opportunity to get cornered. I might add in like obstacles. Some alleys might get blocked. This subdivision's not ideal, it's not perfect, but you can kind of have, here you got an alley here, and then you can go down this alley, or you can go down this alley, or down here is a T intersection, you go down there. It kind of works. It's not perfect yet, but it's good enough. And you've also got your little, your dead end roads here. Okay, so then we, like so, boom. So what we've done is we've taken those blocks which have been subdivided, and then we take the block, convert it into a building or a series of buildings. And that just looks cool, if you ask me. In my opinion, that looks a bit cool, I reckon. That's kind of interesting. That's a good map for a game. Because now we're combining lots of different interesting things together. So not only do we have now these cool roads, but we've also populated buildings and parks, and now we've got a legitimate 2D game world, don't we? So we've taken the subdivisions. So there was a subdivision here, and we convert it into a building or series of buildings, like I said. And then we use an algorithm, which I don't actually know what it is, to make sure that all of the rooms can be accessed. So every room can be accessed. It's weird. It's like this bit is a house, I think, yeah. Oh no, this is its own house, and then this is its own house, and then everything else is its own house as well. But I think it works because it creates like maze-like environments, which would be fun to explore. Like, good luck fucking exploring this place. But yeah, every room has a door, and all of the doors have a guaranteed way to get out. So you can get out into this alley, whatever. I think that's really cool. I think it's cool. It works good enough, I would say, for a game. It can be expanded on, but that's an excellent start. So I deliberately kept it simple as possible. Basically, black means you can't walk through it. Everything else you can walk over for now. Black represents boundaries for purposes of collision. Yeah, and you can make this as big as you want. You could even make it... Oh, that looks like shit. We need to remove that somehow. But generally, it's fine, right? You're generally not going to notice issues. You've even got weird shit like this. I don't even know how this happened, but that looks cool. And then for some reason, there's an empty lot here. Fucking, I don't know what happened there. I guess the game decided it was too small, but no, because that's there. I don't know. Weird. It works, though. It doesn't matter. Cool. So you can make this as big as you want. You can make this 100 times bigger if you want. Cool. And then that's it, right? That's it for the city generator. City generator's done. That's it. It's done. You can add little things. Like, you can add, like, trees. Whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Okay, so that was the first iteration on the project. And then next up, so that's all self-contained. So you can load this into anything, and use it as a game map. So by itself, this is already useful. And then we can have external projects that just load that up and interpret the pixel data. This is how I've done things for a while. And then the last thing to do is walk around the map, which is not that impressive. Hey, where's the game? Oh, it's pathfinding. It's not that impressive, but it is cool to see. We're a green dot, we're walking around the map. And you can't go through the black shit. You can walk over everywhere. And look, I also added 1,000 NPCs just to get started. Python is chugging a little bit on the pathfinding here. What they're doing, they're selecting a random place somewhere, and then they're pathing to it using the grid system, because as you can see, it's obviously a grid. But we've jerry rigged in free movement into the grid, sub-pixel movement. This is how I like to make my games. It seems to be a good system. It's chugging because it's Python, and it's making me worry that maybe Python won't be good enough. I think it'll just barely be good enough. Because it hasn't been optimized yet. We can multi-thread this shit and get like 10x speed, and so we can have like fucking 10,000 people maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we could probably increase it by a magnitude. So yeah, that's all we have at the moment. But it's a really good starting point. It's like fucking almost half of the game done in like 2 afternoons. All we gotta do now is add the zombie that will infect people. Add more people because there's not enough yet. Can we make more people? And like destroy my computer? Where's the people? This was all made by AI, but there's configs up the top. So that's 1,000 NPCs. We're gonna need like more than that. We're gonna need like more than 3,000 maybe. Maybe 5,000 would be good. You can do it though if you multi-thread this shit. The pathfinding. This will take fucking 5 times longer now. It's doing the initial pathfinding. You can fix that. You can make it so that pathfinding doesn't need to be done right away. It's actually fucking somehow working. Mystery to me. Maybe it's an input problem. Alright, so good. There's more people. It is chugging though, look at it. Because it's not balanced. It's not load balanced. You've got to push the pathfinding jobs into a fucking scheduler and then throw out the jobs to your cores, however many you have. And then it'll run pretty smooth, I reckon. Cool. Can we do more people? I haven't tried this yet. Can we do like 10,000 people? This is gonna fuck things, isn't it? I haven't tried this. Oh god. Oh no. What have we done? So yeah, hopefully I can turn it into a game. I mean, this is the prototype. It looks good. It's good enough to use at this point. I mean, it's already better than that last game I showed you because you can go inside the buildings. So I just got to add shoot. Oh fuck. Oh god. Jesus Christ. All right. Interesting. The pathfinding caught up there, kind of. Jesus Christ. What are they? Why are they jittering like that? I don't understand this. So how many people? There's 10,000 people in the city. I need to add a zoom in, zoom out. Maybe not. I don't know. That's a lot of people, man. That's enough for a zombie apocalypse, I would say. 10,000. If we multi-thread this, we'll be fine, I reckon. And the paths are a bit too long. They go like really far away. Fuck, you know. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, it's a game, isn't it? Well, no, you can't play it. You can just walk around. It's walking simulator, guys. Yeah, I'll make it so you get like a mini map, I guess. And but the idea, let's fucking fix this shit. The idea is that you can like, so you'll start in the game, and then you won't have control of your character. He'll be acting like an NPC. Maybe, I'm not sure. And then when he sees a zombie, or if he sees evidence of a zombie, like blood or something, he will then you can control him, right? The game will be like, oh, zombies, and then it'll say press space to start killing zombies, and then you'll walk around killing zombies and stopping the spread of the virus. And also I'd like to make it so you can pick up guns, like go in here, pick up a gun, and then you can give a gun to an NPC and he'll follow you around. And then you can maybe like put him somewhere, like put him here and tell him to watch out for zombies, and then it will let you know if there's a zombie coming. So you can be like, oh fuck, we gotta get over here. I don't know if it'll work actually, now that I'm mentioning it, because once the zombies get to critical mass, you're basically fucked at that point anyway. I don't know how it's gonna work. Good question. Good question, me. Here's an alley. Is this an alley? Yeah, of course it is. Man, we're tiny. We need to make the characters bigger? I don't know. The world smaller? Yeah, 1 pixel width should probably do it. That's 2 pixels width. That's more than 2 pixels. What the fuck's going on? The game... GPT fucked it up. It's supposed to be 2 pixels wide, these alleys. This road is 2 pixels. So, yeah, and here's a main road. Cool. So I got to add shooting. So basically what you do is you click, and you'll be shooting the zombies, and then the zombies will be spreading around, and there'll also be cops, and then yeah, you'll collect loot. Like you'll go in here, collect some loot, Or I got loot, and then you can fucking kill more zombies and hopefully survive. And maybe I can make it more complicated. I don't know. It's just prototype. That's all I wanted to say, except for the fact that I'll just quickly go over the code. I don't know any of this. I didn't write a single fucking word of this. What even is this? It's it manages the road segments, apparently. It's the authoritative graph state. Interesting. Very good. Good job, GPT. I believe you. I mean, it works. Sanity check? Okay. BSP segments. That's binary space partitioning. Yeah, that's what we're using. This splits shit up. Yeah, it's not that complicated. Sim and render. So this is where it makes the roads. Phew. You can do all kinds of stuff. Change iterations. Change the number of trips. Too many trips is bad. It makes everything too predictable. Minimum road width 2, maximum 4. I think that's fine. That works. You can have width effect routing. That's not cool, because it just reinforces the same old roads. But yeah, like I said, I want to make it so intersections have a cost, so that going straight is preferable. That way you'll get longer main roads. Fascinating. Yeah. Dijkstra. Yeah. He was a great guy. Cool. Brilliant. This saves it to PNG. Best straightforward. There's your seed for randomizing. So it's all there. It's all there. Yeah, it uses Dijkstrap. Because if you've done computer science, you know what it is. It's graphs. It converts. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Each intersection is a node, because that's what you need when you're calculating pathfinding. You just need the intersections. So, and then after it's done everything, you prune the nodes that don't get used, whatever, and then finally, after you've done all that, you then draw the nodes and connect them up as they should be connected. It's simple. Everyone knows that. Okay. So that's the the bit that does the road network, and then what is this? We didn't use this, did we? I don't know. Buildings pack, yeah. So this flood fills the areas you can use. It's simple. Leaves a margin for footpaths, which I can change around if I want. This is subdivision for alleys and shit. It doesn't always subdivide. The subdivision chance. There's a Greenify subdivision, I think. No, that's the Greenify subdivision. This prevents it subdividing evenly all the time, otherwise it would look like shit. Chances of subdividing is here. Yeah, that's all it does. It's nothing crazy. And then... Which one? This one. Does this use CityGen? And I guess not. This must be old code. This must be like an old technique. I don't know. Looks like it. So this is the complicated code that takes all the building blocks and turns them into buildings with doors. Yeah. I don't know. It's recursive subdividing shit. Of course it is. You could multi-thread this as well if you wanted to, but it doesn't matter. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we do need to fix this one. Yeah, you can multi-thread this easily just by passing blocks to different threads, no problem. You can improve it by like 10 times just doing that. Okay, and then here's the actual simulation so far. This is actually surprisingly simple. It's only 400 lines. I just GPT just vomited this shit out, and it only took like 5 iterations to have it how I wanted it. There's all your config. You can change your zoom and other things. Yep. It uses like sub-pixels there, I think. Substepping 0.1. Cool. Oh, there you go. You can fix the pathing. Yeah, you can make radius smaller, which I probably will. Interesting. I haven't actually seen that yet. NPCs, I think, have different speeds. The NPCs... GPT gave the NPCs random speeds, which is actually a really good idea. I want to implement this, so that way zombies can catch the fat people. You know what I mean? That's how it would be, right? And that'll help the zombies get a foothold. Otherwise, if everyone's like fucking fast, no one will get away from the zombies. Zombies will be really simple. They'll just chase the nearest person. Okay. That's it, right? That was everything? Did I forget something? Yeah, that's right. Forgot to show the old shit. Just for curiosity, sake of curiosity. Here. This is really simple. Just throw down squares. You know, that's kind of similar to what they did in the original. What did they do? They threw down squares on top of each other. Yeah, that's what they did. They threw down squares on top of each other. And wherever they overlap, they carved out a little bit of an alley. That's a cool system. I like that. I only just realized. Yeah. This one, obviously no overlapping. You know, this is like Daggerfall fucking style. It could work. You could make it work if you wanted to. I don't know what the fuck went on here. This is terrible. We wanted to make the roads a bit squiggly, but it didn't really work. That's fine, right? Early step. Too much aggressive subdividing, as you can see. That's cool. That one works. It looks a little bit too generic. I don't know. This is an old building algorithm. That doesn't work very good, does it? It kind of does look cool, though. It gave me the idea for the alleys. Because that's what you want, man. Like, this could... Like, it doesn't work for the buildings, but if you're getting chased by zombies, man, going through these alleys would be pretty cool. So that's kind of why I decided to include the alleys. Got to make them narrower, but that's fine. That'll be easy. Yeah, this is old shit. Originally, it was done by Pixels, which led to all kinds of weird artifacts here. Like, this is weird. So then we restructured it so that the graph of nodes is the authority on whether... on what gets drawn and what doesn't get drawn. It looks kind of cool. I like these intersections. I'd like them to come back in, but it left all kind of artifacts on the PNG. Well, we got a few other interesting things. This is the usual shit, but with box filling. It's not that great. It's good. It's okay. It can work, but it's not as good as my current system. And then finally, this is an old grid system. As well. This is boring. It's too boring. But you can do this if you want to. Cool. So the game will load in any PNG. The only data it needs is black. Black means you can't go through it. So I think that's cool. That's the other thing I wanted to say. That's everything. What's this? These are just previous generations. There's nothing interesting here. This is just a previous gen. It'll do fucking all kinds of crazy shit. Cool. I think it's 12,000 by 12,000. Yeah, it's 12,000 pixels. So that's like, you know, if you want to convert 1 pixel to a meter, it's like 1.2 Ks. Just like that. Cool. Alright, that's what I wanted to talk about. And maybe I will make it more interesting and better. And maybe I'll make it a game, which people can play. That's the idea, I guess. So hopefully I will see you later with an update. And it'll be a game. Okay, I will see you later. Bye-bye.